Hey guys, 4Force here and welcome to my patch analysis for patch 3.13. In this patch we're seeing a lot of number tweaks, so let's kick it off with Olaf. Last patch Olaf's rework was implemented, however still many players are shunning him. One of the biggest issues brought forward was that players were unsure which skills to prioritise. All of Olaf's abilities scale well with levels, however he lacked a 1-point wonder skill. This is being updated in patch 3.13. Undertow slow has increased from a minimum of 1 second duration to a 1.5 second duration. Depending on how far the axe travels, this slow duration can be extended to 2.5 seconds compared to the cap of 2 seconds previously. Furthermore, the mana cost has been changed to a flat 60 mana. These changes will further aid you in sticking onto a key target as long as you keep landing those axes. Vicious Strikes at level 1 used to grant him 20% attack speed. This is now doubled to 40%, now making it his 1-point wonder. The final change for Olaf is his Reckless Swing now deals 30% of its damage dealt to Olaf, down from 40%. It appears that Riot have made it pretty clear that they want Olaf players to decide between maxing Undertow or Reckless Swing. This is great for us top laners as it will allow us to max Undertow against ranged opponents or Reckless Swing when dealing with melee duelists. However, I predict multiple changes are to come, so don't get too comfortable with Olaf just yet, as I believe we'll be seeing him more in the future. Next up is Aatrox, who is receiving an early game nerf. His Blood Well attack speed is now being reduced to 30% at level 1 and now scales up with its levels. This cripples his lane phase as Aatrox is an auto attack reliant champion, and in the lane you'll usually have 100% uptime on your Blood Well passive. He needs that attack speed to cycle through his Blood Price and Bloodthirst abilities, so overall your trading will be slightly weaker. However, I believe this change will affect his jungle clear more so than his lane phase, so make sure to check out Foxdrop's jungle analysis, which is linked at the end of the video. Aatrox's Blades of Torment ability has received a base damage nerf, which lowers your poke damage alongside slowing down your wave clear. To conclude on Aatrox, he is still in a great position, and after a couple of games you should barely notice these nerfs. So let's move on to Zed. His split pushing playstyle is hardly affected by these changes, however I don't think Zed mains will look forward to these nerfs. He received a huge nerf to his Living Shadow. The speed of his Shadow being summoned has almost been halved, from 2500 to 1500 missile speed. This makes his escape slower, which opens up opportunities for his enemies to lock him down and quickly nuke him. Also, his Deathmark ability has been tweaked. The Shadow from this ability now spawns under Zed, rather than behind his enemy. Zed will now have to use his Living Shadow offensively when assassinating a target, thus he won't be as slippery as before. And since he'll probably use his Deathmark Shadow to escape, his movements are now more predictable. Overall, this patch has just raised the skill cap on Zed. He will still be the same split push assassin as before, however reckless players will be punished if they jump the gun during a team fight. And the final change I'm going to mention this patch is a slight tweak to Rengar's ultimate. Previously, Thrill of the Hunt would grant Rengar invisibility until he was about to land on his target. This would result in him suddenly appearing on your enemy carry and blowing them up, which is very frustrating for the enemy player. A fed Rengar could literally delete a squishy, so this nerf doesn't surprise me. Now Rengar is revealed at the beginning of his leap to his target so that they have a chance to respond and potentially outplay him. Similar to the Zed changes, I believe this only increases the skill cap for Rengar players. Basically, if you decide to go ham at the wrong time, the enemy team will now have a chance to peel their carries and shut you down. So that's all for patch 3.13. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like down below. Also, you're welcome to come check out my channel, How to Top Lane, if you want to further improve as a player. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.